Boundaries and expectation. What is the strategy to use for this parent of this kind? Permissive parenting kind. What counseling strategy can we use for them? You will assist them. You provide resources and support for such parents. What kind of a support? It will take your time. The support is that how do we set a routine for children? How do we discipline children? How do we coordinate children? I said you offer them resources, and you support them in order to help them to establish how to do routine for children, how to discipline the children without mercy, for whatever discipline it requires, do. For instance, I've told you not to do this, stand there, not beating. There are many ways of discipline that does not require kids. There are so many of it, so many others of way of, but you will assist such parents. And in doing that, you have to provide some resources for such parents. It may not be money. When we say resources, most times, even when you advise people, you have provide an kind resources. It's not cash now. It's not cash. Kind. Yes. K-I-N-D. To be kind, whatever. For the neglective parenting, yes. Approach of neglective parenting side. Such parents, you need to build a rapport with the parents. Such parents, because you need to build a rapport. Build that rapport. Tell such parents that they should show concern about the well-being of their child. The well-being of their child is very key. Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́mọ yín lọ sí school. Education is so thing. Please let this boy be regular in school. Because when he's regular, it will be performing excellently. Please let your children have the plan. Although there is no money or there is no so things, you can take your children or child to a school that is not expensive. Worst case, or in alternative, take your children to public school. When he come back, make a small lesson for him or her. You make that. What is the strategy? The strategy is very close to permissive parenting, but you need to be more practical. Involve such parents. Hello, Mama Tola, ṣọmọ yẹn lọ school lẹ́ni? Yes, let me give an instance. There was a girl where I lived before. She's in, well, they manage the parent. We got to JSS3. They are to resume SS1 now. After they are about to do first term exam, and I saw the lady.
I hope you are enjoying the weather.
Seriously, there's no problem. We don't need any. The weather is okay. No, seriously. When you lost school more, why? And I called him. I called her. I said, I don't want to go again because my mommy is not buying so thing for me. I've sold my shoe. I've sold my bag. I've sold my uniform. Sorry, Ekpesha. I've started going and learning artisan work. Yes, you will learn artisan work. Mama, we need to reprogram it. Your daughter will be going to school. When you come back by 4, you'll be going for that learning. If it is 2 years, because it's only spending less than half of the day, we can say it will finish it in 3 years. By then, we would have finished SS3. Let your daughter finish secondary school, senior secondary school. It's very, very important because in future, it may be a problem for you. You don't believe it. Okay, how much is your uniform? You give them uniform money. What do you need? How much is there in school? They will collect 10,000 before resumption. Public school, they collect money, it's not free. They only tell us it's free. No, we give him that 10,000, go and pay. After he has paid that, he said, oku bata, how much is bata? By condition, there is no yanga. Go and price that rubber's bata that look like sandal. He said it's 6,000. No, price the lesser was 3,000. Give him 3,000. They started going. President said, me, I don't have the money I'll be giving. I'll be working to school. Okay, we take care of that. That's the nature of such parents. They be telling you they don't have. And some other parents they are like them. Even they don't have up to what she asked. Yes, they struggle to send their child to school. They struggle all what it will entail. So you encourage such parents to do that. I think we can stop at that junction. But before we stop on that, let's move to just a general aspect. I know you are getting tired. The topic is general counseling techniques. It's still under it, under subtopic, general counseling techniques. If you don't know this, you must understand this general. It's general, applicable to all what we have been saying. Number one is that for general counseling techniques, number one is what we call active listening. Active listening. You know, I touch my ear, but active listening in counseling is beyond listening with your ear. When we said active listening, it consists of the following. You make use of your eye contact. You make use of your head. You nod to give a response. You make use of your hearing. You make use of body language. When you are talking to somebody, you must understand the body language the person is giving to you. If the person is interested, you must know. You are talking to somebody and he's folding his hand like this. It's better you leave the person. Talk to him at that time. That is your child. Because you must teach him something at that moment. And when an elderly person is talking to you outside, you don't do that. That's the active listening. Active listening is also involved. You can write this. How you will show empathy. Not sympathy, empathy. Empathy is stronger than sympathy. It is when you show empathy that something will happen to you now. I started crying. And it is the furthest is that you are not crying, but the minute I started crying, you started crying. Because you have seen me that when you say empathy, it means I'm wearing the shoe you are wearing. Putting myself in your position, exactly the same position. Though when you say active listening, it means that you show empathy and feelings for the parents in order to build trust. You don't understand it? I said active listening is that you show empathy and have feelings for the parents in order to build trust. General counseling technique is that you must be cultural sensitive. Cultural sensitivity. That is the general counseling technique. You must have that techniques wherever you are. And if you are able to apply this, you can live among any tribe. Forget it. Because immediately you are in another tribe, you give the gap that they can't be like me. I have to find a way of even making me have access to them, and equally they have access to me so that they can benefit from you. For somebody who is learned, you have to accommodate, except people will not learn from you. They will not. But you will be seeing yourself as somebody who is learned and nobody benefits knowledge from you. That's number two. Number three is strength-based approach. Strength-based approach. You know, we are talking about parents, school. This strength-based approach focus on parents, how they can be empowered by you. As I've said, I'm not talking about cash now. I'm not talking about money. sometimes it is the talk you talk that will rescue such parents. It is advice, it is little counseling you do for the parent that will guide him forever. These are a strength base that will empower. You saw a parent that, oh, this wahala is too much on the parent and he's getting it wrong somewhere. You could call the parent and that, ma, you will still achieve the same result. Why can't you be doing it this way? Why can't you be using this approach? Merely giving such parent that, it will get it for life, and it's a strength-based approach. The other area is that there must be a clear, that's number 4, clear communication. For whatever you want to do with the parent, with anybody, use a straight language. This English we are speaking in this class now, it may not be the English you be speaking to parents, some parents. If it were around speaking Nigeria Englishes or Nigeria English broken, when we are in this class, the thing wey we go talk about is about our pikin. If such parent does not have anything, everybody know pikin, even those who are not learning, he can lick it. It's very clear. Know the person you want to talk to and use the simplest language they will understand. Please. And if you want to speak educational language, avoid jargons. You are in people who are in educated setting, please don't speak jargons. One of the other general counseling techniques is about follow up. Follow up, that's number 5. For whatever you are doing, always maintain regular contact. Always maintain regular contact in order to monitor progress. In order to monitor progress, and so you'll be able to adjust your strategies that is needed. That is needed. Monitor progress so as to know when to adjust your strategy that is needed. Though we may stop at this junction. So by our next class, we'll be moving to the aspect that equally of interesting to us too. And that will be aspect of techniques for counseling parents in school. That will be our next class. Techniques for counseling parents in school. So that will be our next class. So if you have a question on the previous, let's hear you out. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Níbo ni ẹ? Èmi kẹ̀. Ẹ lè rí mi. Ṣé bí resource person lẹ́pẹ̀ mi? Kò sẹ́ni tó fún mi lẹ́nìtì, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ̀yẹ̀ fún mi ẹ bèrè, ta ló sọ fún mi, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ fún mi. Mi ò mọ ọ̀kan tó fẹ́ wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Nobody told me that. I asked anybody. Ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ fún mi. Even gan, mo sọ fún ọmọ ìyá mú fún láǹjẹ ta mo sọ fún lánàá náà. Pé mi kàn fẹ́ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni I don't have anything to do. Nígbà tó dẹ̀ sọ pé kíní kan, message tán send sí mi mo dẹ̀ fi wọ́n. Wọ́n kọ message tán kọrúkọ ọgbọ amẹ́rin pé resource person. Wọ́n nìkan lèmi ní lọ́wọ́ mi ní nǹkan mi. I told him yesterday, ibùn ló gbé mi. Mo sọ pé I will just come but máa padà sí school tó bá ti di 1. Torí kò sí nǹkan bí wọ́n ṣe just as a resource person. Wọ́n ní kí n má bínú àwọn àjọ sí ìjọ mi gbá kan àwọn kan. Ó tán. Kò sọ fún mi pé nǹkan báyìí fẹ́ wá ṣe, didn't tell me now. Inú school kọ Ìkọ̀tún ni mo wà. Mo ṣe máa lọ ní school lẹ́yìn 1 ni. Ìkọ̀tún ni mo náà tó yẹ pé ní school ni mo wà tẹ́fẹ́ kí n wá àdìsẹ́ máa wà ní màá lò kò ní ìdíkẹ́ bẹ̀rù tí n bá kó mi sí màá dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọgọ́lọ́run before 20 minutes to 1. Mi lẹ́yìn lò 20 minutes lọ máa kó mẹ́mọ́ ní 1. Kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ọdún máa rí kan máa kúrò ní torí mo ti ní nǹkan mìíràn resource person tó ń pè mí mo kàn fẹ́ jókòó sí máa wojú yìí nìkan sí kan ní mẹ́sì kò ní ní change ẹ̀mí òṣèré torí mo láàárọ̀ yìí mo jì mo lọ mú nǹkan ní school mi fún akọ̀tún yìí mo jẹ́ ìgbọ̀nà mi ní ìjì jù. I won't do more than that. Okay, any question?
Sir, in case of a parent that came and from the discussion you notice that is a neglected parent, you now decide to give a solution, or let me say a strategy. Then after 2 or 3 days, she was even the one that called, ma, the boy cannot do that, oh, let's continue the other way.
No, you will still encourage Amo. No, you encourage Amo. You know, those who are neglective and permissive, they will give you a lot of problems.
Seriously?
Yes, because they don't believe in dynamism. They don't believe that thing is not rigid. But it is you that your further pressure, your further way of even find a way or way away that will change that.
Because she was the one that actually came complaining. My children are this.
I'm
running my door. I want to.
That's the reason for while I was giving the general counseling techniques. The last thing is follow up. You use another strategy for the woman. At times you say, okay, can I be having access to that children? You know, out of parental, as I'm talking to you, it will happen to me too. Parent-child relationship, there is always this kind, and that's why I said when you have a challenge, don't handle it yourself. There always be that pity. You can't neglect that. You keep on doing your follow-up so that you can know which strategy again. It means the mother itself, first of all, needs to work on. You need to work on the mother to convince her that if you like and you want change for your children, change your mindset. This mama, change mind. No. Tell her that when you run away 20 years time, that problem will still come. Why are you running? Why will you run? And that is why people who progress, they face their problem headlong. The proprietor was saying, the head of the school was giving an example when they were having lecture there, while I was sitting down there. Very funny lecture. You don't tackle your problem headlong, you can't be successful in life. Yes, ma'am. Any other? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What's the name? How many?
Mo enjoy talking you. Thank you, Mother. Mommy, I enjoy your talk that time in the morning. I just
Thank you for the ginger and the swagger. There was no lecture, so there was first lecture.
I was enjoying myself. Oh my God. Naomi, promise me something. You don't bring it some people. I will not call you during the weekend. I will not talk to you again. Don't worry.
Your brain like the way Muslims will say you are loving.
How fun is this?
You are welcome.
What is good for me? See everything just.
Mr. Light, come.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
We are one here now.
Hey, just come.
Mr. Light,
So please, you should go on break, maybe some minutes before.
Let's